Shout out to Herman Mashaba, man. Herman Mashaba knows the game. Herman Mashaba understands the politics dynamics. Herman Mashaba has evolved to be a different type of politician than the Herman Mashaba we previously know. I think we can all agree he's trying his best to rebrand, and not just rebrand as an individual, but also rebrand the Action SA to make it an organization that that is known for putting in the work, not just all talks. And I think they're doing an amazing job in Tshwane. And amazingly so, respect to them. Even though Naledi Chira was saying the mayor of Tshwane, sometimes he doesn't give credit to the work done by the EFF. But let's put that aside. Let's speak about something Mr. Herman Mashaba was saying, that EFF doesn't engage in corruption governance when they're in coalition. Listen to this.
When I was the executive mayor of the city of Johannesburg, I fired four MMCs, three of them from DA, and all three DAs wanted that I fired on corruption, and DA was against me firing these people. With one of them, I gave them an ultimatum. I said, if you don't want me to fire this person, then I'm resigning. In the 3 years that I've been in government, they always accuse me of giving in to the EFF. In the 3 years that I've been in the coalition arrangement, EFF never came to me for a tender or discuss a tender. The fact it's recorded, but I can't say that about the about the DA. The DA, the leadership coming to my house asking me to put them in touch with the officials. You know, this for me is of concern, and I'm warning DA voters. Helen Zilla, John Steenhuisen, they've made it clear that they're happy to work with the corrupt ANC government of Cyril Ramaphosa.
Day in, day out, we are told EFF is corrupt. EFF in coalitions, they move like the ANC. They want tenders. We are told that. Even Floyd Shivambu once told us that. But here we are talking about someone who has worked with the EFF twice. When he was still in the DA, working with the EFF in Johannesburg, when he was the mayor of Johannesburg. They were in coalition with the EFF. They worked with the EFF. And then, was it a coalition or they were working? I don't remember. Yeah. He was in a situation where he was able to work with the EFF councillors. And he says, the EFF councillors are the ones who never came to him to ask for any tenders. Any tenders on cleaning, any tenders on security or nothing. They just wanted to do the work. But it was the DA people who were busy looking for tenders. I guess these white people, because many of them have businesses. Maybe the EFF doesn't have much businesses. And it's understandable. But that can't be an excuse, because the EFF still didn't ask for tenders, even if they could. But they didn't. The DA though, maybe these white people, they have so many companies, they want to work, they don't want to sit down, they want contracts and everything. And yeah, white people have companies, guys. And they were the ones looking for tenders from him. And he says he couldn't give them tenders. And it got to a point where he wanted to resign because he was bargaining, being a corrupt mayor, or being a reasonable and retaining his conscience as a human being for not allowing certain things to. So he had to choose between being corrupt or being a genuine good leader. And he chose not to be a corrupt leader. That's what he says. The story is there. He says there's records for those things to be for those things to show Gucci, Vele EFF this, DA this. And then, cool. Maybe there's not much we can look at from that period he was talking about. Let's look at Tshwane now. We haven't had any scandals from the EFF. Like EFF, they are making it hard for the mayor of Tshwane. They are looking for tenders, this and this. Yeah, we hear some EFF members who say, but the DA, the mayor of Tshwane, the Action SA mayor, why is she not giving credit to the EFF? Why is she not saying this work was done by the EFF? Why are they taking all the credit? And it's fine. But we never hear things like corruption scandals. We never hear things like the AFF, they were trying to steal monies, corruption. They were trying to make tenders and take tenders and just create chaos. We never hear these stories. But somehow there's people very loud out there who try to tell us EFF is corrupt. They did the same thing in Ekurhuleni. EFF was succeeding in retaining the dignity of the past of Ekurhuleni and the finance. They were carrying the finance. When they were carrying the finance, the governance was running smooth. The books were balancing. The monies were up to date. Everything was smooth. When everything is smooth, all of a sudden we are told by this Savimbi that these guys, they were paying auditors to do false audits. Why, when the EFF is running a smooth government, then you have to tell us that they were paying to do a smooth? Why is the ANC not doing the same thing now? Why are they not paying auditors to act like the audit? Because that's not true. You can't pay auditors because the books are there for the telling. So, when it's EFF doing good things, we are told, no, they were paying auditors. They are corrupt. But no, it was genuine good governance. And then why is the ANC now not paying auditors to falsify an audit? They are running the finance there in Ekurhuleni. Why are they not paying? In many municipalities, is the ANC not paying to make that municipality look good? So you're trying to tell me the EFF is the one that has enough money to pay auditors and the ANC doesn't? Come on, guys. Like, think. Nahana, Kawanga, Hleketa. Tirisa mhleketo ya wena itshika ukutshama ehla ka dzongo, man. You're bastard. Bastard to the people who think like that, because they're so annoying, these people, they can't even think. Maybe I shouldn't have used the word bastard. Unfortunately, I can't bleep it. But don't mind the word bastard. What does bastard mean? We might be thinking bastard is something that is insulting. Can't you know bastard is a word value that must be used on a regular? Let's check. Bastard. Bastard meaning. Many people didn't know what bastard means. Unfortunately, it is an insulting word, often used as an offensive term to insult someone, implying their unpleasant or contemptible. The literal meaning, it means a child born outside of wedlock. Oh, yeah, a bastard child. It means a lot of things, man. So, yeah. Guys, Herman Mashaba just spilled the beans, the tea. The tea is spilled. This is not even tea. This is black coffee mixed with cappuccino and dragon and more fire. Shout out to DJ Spoo. More fire in one concoction. World domination operation. So, but EFF has not done any corruption for asking for tenders. They don't do that. But it's the DA, the same DA that is painted to be a saint. They are the ones who do that. And guys, to be honest, we know the media of South Africa, how it is. Why haven't we had any corruption scandals relating to the EFF in all of these municipalities where the EFF is in coalition government? Why haven't we had any scandals? You know the media will be the first ones to come. Ekurhuleni this, hey, see this, EFF members this, Gauteng this, Johannesburg this. Why we never hear those stories? We never hear them. They never report them. Is it because maybe the EFF has paid these journalists so much money, the journalists can't even report the truth? Or is it maybe because there's nothing they have on the EFF? Ooh. Yeah. Feel good. Yeah. That's for you too. Nahan. But it is what it is, guys. Thank you very much. Danko.